Frank, what branch of the military did you serve in?
U.S. Navy.
U.S. Navy, and during what conflict did you serve?
World War II.
World War II. You were in the Navy for 30 years altogether, right?
A little over 30 years.
A little over 30 years, and you retired as a chief in the Navy. But the conflict, the combat you saw, the combat zone you saw was in the Pacific during World War II. And in World War II, where did the Navy take you as part of your service?
They took us from Little Rock to San Diego. From San Diego, we went to boot camp at San Diego.
Yeah.
After they took us there, and we was there for 6 weeks.
So Little Rock, and then so that's where you're from, and then San Diego for boot camp.
Straight out to boot camp.
Yeah.
And then from boot camp and everything, they sent us up to Frisco by the Golden Gate Bridge.
So from after boot camp to San Francisco.
And we stayed there overnight.
Yeah.
For 2 nights, and they put us aboard Rochambeau.
The Rochambeau.
Yeah.
Ship.
Ship. And we loaded it with all the guys, and that's whenever we left San Diego with an escort and headed for New Caledonia.
So you went from San Francisco aboard the Rochambeau to New Caledonia, and
Caledonia moved up the islands, up in the Solomon Islands.
Okay.
Solomon Islands.
Up to the Solomons, including Guadalcanal?
Up to Bougainville, yeah.
Okay.
No, the New Hebrides, all that's all up to Bougainville.
So New Caledonia, the New Hebrides, Guadalcanal, Bougainville. What was your job in the Navy?
Aircraft, putting the fuselages and engines on aircraft planes, and putting the props on from the prop shop. Each bunch had their torpedo shop, ammunition shop, and we had the mechanic shop. So we put the new engines out of the crate on the fuselage and load them down, and then they'd come out and prop people put the prop on, and they'd get in and test it out, and change the pitch of the prop to be sure that it worked for the pilots.
Right. So basically, an airplane mechanic, just making sure that the planes keep working.
They're called Airedales.
Yeah. Airedales. That's right.
That's what
in the Navy. Yeah.
That's
Now, in any of those places, I don't think in New Caledonia, but in Guadalcanal or Bougainville, did you experience combat?
No, we were well protected with our squadron.
So you were well protected where you were.
Yeah, we had our radars, and we had our pilots, and we had the planes.
I see.
And we had the destroyer escorts.
Right. So you were pretty well protected.
They was on our line.
Yeah.
Right outside of the islands.
Sure.
So they would patrolling the whole thing.
Right. Did you ever see any Japanese planes or experience Japanese artillery coming in?
No, we see the planes come in, but they usually come in at night.
The Japanese planes would?
They wouldn't fly in at daytime.
Yeah.
Because they try to hit us any time after dark.
Oh, okay.
We know of.
Yeah.
Because it was always at night when we usually had, or early in the morning when we had a siren go off.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
And that's when we know that there's coming in.
Okay. Frank, you were telling me that sometimes you had to stand sentry.
Yeah.
And it would be very dark. And what were you concerned about when you were standing sentry, as standing guard in Bougainville or Guadalcanal?
Not to go to sleep.
Yeah.
You just don't shut your eyes, because it was dark enough out there with your eyes open.
Yeah.
But don't stand there 4 hours and expect nothing to happen. But you always had to be ready.
Be ready for what?
Anything that comes after you. Even when it was so dark, like I said, you couldn't see your hand out here in front of you.
Yeah.
And then whenever our patrol jeep would come around, why, you could see his little lights parking lights is all he run. He didn't run the headlights.
Yeah. Now, is one of the things you were worried about Japanese infiltrators coming on and trying to get you?
Chase was trying to sneak in while it was dark.
Yeah.
Because the natives go into their camps at night while the Japanese was asleep, and they'd slice their throat with their knives. They wouldn't carry gun. They'd slice their throat with a knife, and they'd come into our camp and they'd sell souvenirs, and they wouldn't accept green money, paper money. They'd want silver.
So you're talking about the natives on Bougainville who they would actually kill Japanese, take things from the Japanese, and then bring it to the Americans and sell those things to the Americans as souvenirs, flags and so on.
But they didn't want paper money; they wanted silver.
They wanted coins.
50 cents buy any souvenir you wanted.
Did you bring any souvenirs home from the war yourself?
No, I left them alone.
You did, okay.
Yeah, I got what I got for souvenirs is the whole outfit of Guadalcanal and ARU in my album.
You have your photo album.
Yeah, I've got a picture of every shop and of the ball team that played on the island, and it's the oldest album I got.
Oh, yeah.
Because
sure.
It's kind of growing out, and it just left now. You could see the pictures.
Sure.
Then I've got an album in there of I got two there. The honor flight.
Oh, the honor flight. Sure.
Yeah. Honor flight to Washington D.C.
Yeah.
And
so these are mementos from the
war.
This
was what Tyson's and Walmart gave us.
Mm-hmm.
So Emmy's daughter and I, we went to Little Rock and flew the honor flight to Washington D.C.
Yeah, that's
I got an album of that.
Right.
And everything.
Yeah. So even though you didn't bring any souvenirs home from Bougainville or Guadalcanal, you still have mementos of the war. Now you have a story about brothers, and one brother wanted to be with the other brother at a certain tense moment. What is that story?
Well, that's she never put brothers. I think they tried to keep kinfolks apart.
Yeah.
But they happened to be together, and I think they want to keep them apart so one won't do what the other just did. They'd have to try to be with his brother, and he can't.
So one brother wanted to be with you guys. Came under fire.
Yeah.
One brother wanted to be with the other brother and ran to be with that brother, but got shot in the process.
Got a leg. It didn't kill him, but they said it got his legs.
Yeah. So you got into the Navy in 1942, and then you saw service in the war zone in Guadalcanal and Bougainville, and then so Frank, if I remember correctly, when the war was over, you were in Jacksonville, Florida. So where were you when you heard that the war was over?
Sitting on the bus outside of the office of the base.
Yeah.
And come over the loudspeaker while we were sitting on the bus that the Japanese had surrendered and the war was over.
And the war was over.
Yeah, I remember that one. Because we got the bus driver to get us off there, to get us to town where everybody's going to be out. The stores were full, people going everywhere, and the street, all truck guys.
So the streets of Jacksonville, Florida were full because people were celebrating the end of the war.
Everybody come to town.
Yeah. Frank, when you were in the Navy during World War II, did you feel like the country supported you? Did you feel like you had the support of the people back home?
Yeah, back then I did, yeah.
Back then. Yeah, everybody was in the war, right? The kids are rationing sugar and collecting metal and all sorts of things.
They were still bringing some people in.
Yeah.
For boot camps.
Still bringing people into the
boot camps.
Into the military.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
And they're still bringing them in.
Yeah. And what memory do you have of the news? So you shared your memory about, the celebration in Jacksonville, Florida, when the war ended. What memory do you have of news about the atomic bombs that were dropped on Japan that ended the war?
That we didn't talk much about it other than that ended the war.
Yeah, that ended. And kind of relief, huh?
Yeah.
That ends the war. Because there was the thought that if Japan doesn't surrender, we're going to have to.
Blow them all out of there.
Yeah, we're going to have to invade. That's right.
That cut them off right quick.
Yeah. Well, Frank, when you look back, are you proud that you served during the Second World War?
I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
It's my country where we live.
That's right.
And everything. Yeah, why not? It's not going to hurt anybody if you fight for what you believe in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for your family, to stop anybody from war and that.
Yeah.
So, I have no regrets.
Yeah.
I got my time in.
Yeah. So you have no regrets about serving. Just to echo back what you're saying, you have no regrets about serving, and you're proud of your service, and you're proud of the fact that you defended your country.
Because see, when I come back and everything, well, they had put in the paper that the last person that had helped build the museum airport hanging in Bigville had just passed away. Well, the last person has not passed away. My dad was a carpenter, and he was in charge. My cousin was a city engineer, and I helped build that airplane hangar down there where that museum is.
Oh, did you?
And I'm still alive.
Here you are. Yeah, you're still
and
here.
that lady down there, we had a breakfast for her in there so they could raise money for the antiques, what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've got a picture on the wall in there of me at the airport in there, and then I've got the whole company that I was in on the wall. And then I got a National Rifle Association plaque on the wall. And then I've got the music paper on the window. And on the wall I've also got a picture of Senator Bozeman.
Oh, Senator Bozeman.
And on the wall in there.
Yeah.
In a frame.
Sure.
His brother and Dr. Sharp has put these implants in my eyes.
Right. Yeah. Well, Frank, we're talking now in late 2018, and there aren't many members of your generation left, and it's a real honor to talk to you as a member of that World War II generation that grew up during the Great Depression, served in the Navy, participated in that really tough war, really necessary war. World War II was a necessary war. And so thank you very much for sharing your memories with us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.